Though safety may be an individual responsibility, working safely does not require the extreme measures depicted here. Best safety practices involves the use of engineering controls and safe work procedures designed and developed to protect you. This is especially true with regards to machine guarding. In this program, Machine Guarding, we will discuss the different hazards associated with machines, the purpose and function of machine guard, and safe work practices you can follow to ensure your safety. Machine guards provide a barrier of protection against dangers and allow you to perform your tasks safely. Their use is truly a black or white issue. Any machine part, function, or process which may cause injury must be safeguarded. In the work environment, there are three primary types of hazards that result from working with machinery that can be eliminated through guarding: exposure to energized parts or the accidental release of stored energy, moving parts such as gears or flywheels, and projectiles such as scrap material or tools dropped in the machinery. The injuries from these hazards can range from minor cuts, burns, and shock to dismemberment, electrocution, and death. Projected objects can become lodged in body openings and the skin. 14% of all workplace fatalities are classified as struck by or caught in. Nearly 30% of all injuries are the result of contact with a piece of equipment. According to government statistics, over 2,500 workers are injured each year as the result of hazardous energy. Contact with energized parts can cause electrical shock. The severity of the shock is determined by the nominal voltage, the length of contact, and the route of electricity through the body. By definition, a machine is any device consisting of fixed and moving parts that modifies mechanical energy and transmits it into a more useful form. A machine can be as simple as a lever or inclined plane, or as complex as a metal fabricator. The machines you work with or near on a daily basis are usually more complex than the inclined plane. Nip points, pinch points, shear points, and snag points are the cause of many hand injuries when not properly respected. Moving parts are a common hazard found when working with machines and are classified as either motions or actions. Motions, such as rotating, reciprocating, and transversing, become hazardous when clothing, jewelry, or skin contacts moving parts. Conveyor belts, gears, and couplings are all examples of machine parts with hazardous motions. Actions occur at the point of operation and usually involve one of the three types of motions described earlier. Actions include cutting, punching, shearing, and bending. A large portion of the machines found in the working environment use some type of action. Projectiles from scrap material and foreign objects, such as dropped tools, can cause injury when working with machines. Last year, 27,000 injuries occurred due to flying objects striking the worker. If an area with parts moving at high speeds is not properly guarded, a tool or item dropped or knocked into this area can become a dangerous projectile. As a machine operator, you are directly affected by these hazards. Personal protective equipment, engineering controls, and safe work practices are all important parts of a safe working environment. Machine guards are only one part of this formula. It is your responsibility to never remove or override these safeguards. A guard that is overridden or disregarded is the same as no guard at all. It should also be noted that the operator is not the only person affected by machine-related hazards. Employees near your work area, maintenance personnel, and others can all be affected if proper machine guarding techniques are not followed. Removing a guard to speed up production may seem to save time in the short run, but the long-term risks may be quite serious. Machine guarding provides a simple yet important function. They must prevent contact with dangerous parts of the machine. Tools, hands, arms, and any other part of the worker's body must be prevented from contacting moving parts and/or hazardous energy. Regardless of the types of safeguards employed at your facility, it is important to know why safeguards are there and how they provide protection. Machine guards come in many different shapes and sizes. They can be fixed guards provided by the machine manufacturer, or presence sensing devices designed to stop the machine when an employee passes through an invisible barrier. The purpose and requirements of machine guards are to prevent contact, remain secure, protect from falling objects, create no new hazards, and not impede proper operation of the machine. Some machine guards can also help reduce your exposure to noise levels. There are a great number of different types of machine guards found in the work environment. Although the list is long, all types of machine guards fall into one of three categories: barrier guards, distance guards, and physical guards. These can be fixed, interlocked, adjustable, and self-adjusting. Physical guards are the most preferred method of protection due to their simplicity and effectiveness. They can be permanent or adjustable and are usually made of metal, wire, or heavy plastic. Simply put, physical guards block the individual from coming in contact with hazardous parts of the machine. Barrier guards are designed to keep the machine operator outside a predetermined perimeter. Fences, gates, presence sensing devices, and restraint cables all keep the worker at a safe distance from the danger zone. Barrier guards are easier to override or ignore than physical guards, so you should be aware of their capabilities and limitations. Location or distance guarding refers to positioning the hazardous parts of the machine so they are inaccessible or do not pose a threat during normal operation. The position of operation controls is an example of location guards. Two-handed trips require the operator to place both hands on the trip, ensuring their hands are a safe distance from the hazard during operation. It is important to conduct a thorough hazard analysis prior to safeguarding by location. Safeguards are put in place for one reason and one reason only: to protect the individual. They're designed for your safety and should be taken seriously. Yet the statistics are telling. 2,500 injuries caused by the release of hazardous energy, 34,000 injuries where parts of the body were caught in the machine, and 4,800 amputations occur every year. As the machine operator, it is your responsibility to perform your job safely. Machine guards are placed for your safety. If there was zero risk, machine guards would not be required. There is no acceptable reason to remove or override them. Altering or removing a machine guard is making a conscious decision to risk injury. Make sure the guards are secure and properly in place before operating the equipment. Machine guards are designed to work with the machine and not hinder the production process. Removing the guards does not enhance the production process. It only increases the risks. Proper safeguarding can actually increase efficiency since the risk of injury has been eliminated. Inspect the machine guards on a regular basis. Report any missing or malfunctioning guard immediately. A safeguard defeats its own purpose if it creates a hazard of its own, such as a jagged or sharp edge. Guards should be rolled or bolted in a way that eliminates shear points or other dangerous situations. Additional safe work practices you should follow to help ensure your safety when working around moving equipment include being aware of what is happening around your work environment. This prevents being bumped or knocked into moving equipment. Remove loose jewelry and other items that could get caught in the equipment. Tie back or contain any long hair. Avoid loose clothing. Maintain complete concentration on the task you are performing. Listen to the equipment. If something doesn't sound right, report it to your supervisor. When feasible, use a feeding device. A little common sense goes a long way when using machine guards. You must understand and respect the potential hazards. Like other forms of protective equipment, machine guards are there for your safety, but they are only effective if properly used. Know the potential hazards associated with the machines you use. Understand the role of machine guards and their function. And follow safe work practices when dealing with machines. Unlike the inclined plane, the machines you work with can contain several moving parts with many hazards. Machine guards safely contain and create a barrier of protection against these dangers. You are not alone in your fight against mechanical hazards. Machine guards were created to protect and serve.